Okay, so the next requirement is to install Apache Tomcat 7. So there are several guides out there which you could use to, which will show you how to install it. We will use one, for example, which is provided by DigitalOcean. So again, here we will install Tomcat via apt-get. So the first thing that you need to do is to update the apt repository. Um, in a previous video, we just did this for before installing Java, so there'll be no need to do it again. So we will just go ahead and install Tomcat 7. Okay, so here it's complaining that Tomcat 7 could not find the Java home path. So in this case, we'll need to include the environment path for Java. So since we used web update for installing Java, we can we can set the environment variable using a command which you could have used to install Java. But in this case, it should bypass the installation of Java and just set the environment path. So let's try to run the tomcat installation command again. Okay, it looks like that Tomcat was installed. So what we want to do now is to check if the Tomcat service is running. So here it shows that it is running. Okay, so we'll try to see if Tomcat is running by calling the server using its URL. Okay, so it looks like the server hasn't worked yet. So what we'll try to do now is to try to start the server again. Okay, so it's still complaining that it can't see the location for the Java path. Okay, so in this case, I think we'll try to look for where the path to the Java JDK is. Okay, so we'll just copy this. Okay, so another way is to access the Tomcat file that defines the default settings. So here what we'll do is to uncomment the Java home variable and set it explicitly to the location of the JDK. Okay, so I'll try again. And at last, looks like it's working now. So let's do a quick check that we can send an HTTP request to the server. Okay, looks like that's successful. So we can try that out also on a web browser. Okay. So going back to the Tomcat installation guide, we could also install other packages. So for example, Tomcat 7 admin is one you could use for administrating the Tomcat server with respect to deploying web applications and also undeploying web applications. Um, so we'll also go ahead and install that as well. But in order to make use of the management graphical user interface, we'll need to edit the Tomcat user's XML file. So what we'll do here is to add a user which will have rights to access the management user interface. Okay, so now we'll restart the Tomcat server. I will try to access the manager web app. Okay, looks like there's an error. Um, Okay, it looks like we made a mistake in the XML file. We already have the Tomcat users element defined. Okay, so it looks like it's worked now.